What's going on, y'all? If there's one thing I know about my team, whether you're a veteran player, whether you're new to the mode, or whether you've been playing forever and you just are always confused, how can you make MT as quick and as easy and as fast as possible without spending money? A lot of people, if you ask anybody, a lot of people are just going to be like, oh, it's not going to happen. Oh, you have to sit here for 10 plus hours a day playing domination in offline modes. Most of y'all, I'm gonna be real, even me, I don't want to sit there and play offline for hours and hours to get MT. So today I'm going to show y'all how to go into the auction house and make as quick and easy MT as you possibly can, and we're going to go into it right now. So if there's one thing I can 100% show y'all, is that there is MT always to be made in this mode. Even if it's for things you would never expect it to be made, people will buy things, MT is always there to be made. So I'm going to show y'all the best sniping filters today, but there also is really other good ways to make MT through other modes, and we can talk about that in another time, another video. But now we're going to talk about filters. Now I have 830,000 MT. I know how to get MT quick, and even if it is a little bits at a time, everything counts. So this is my team right now. I have about 3 sellable cards in my actual lineup. They all go for about combined. J Rich, he fluctuates. I got mine for 200k. I saw him going for upwards to 400k last night, but also late night on Friday, he was going for about 100 flat. So one thing I'm going to tell y'all that you can do, this isn't a guaranteed thing to making MT, but try to learn cards prices and try to bid snipe. Bid sniping is the fastest way to make MT, but also the fastest way to lose MT if you don't know what you're doing. So we're gonna go to a card. First is knowing what cards are hot, right? In the moment right now, Jason Richardson is a very high demand card. People sell quick if they don't like him. People buy quick because he's just a new card. And he's one of the few shooting guards in the game that one can create, can score, and he's newer, but he also there's not a lot of shooting guards you can really buy in this game, so he is very high demand. There's about 20 of him on the auction house on Xbox. I am on Xbox, by the way. PlayStation's prices are always cheaper because PlayStation just has more people that rip packs, but right now it's looking like he's probably gonna sell for around 120 to 150k. That is 100% what he's worth. So if you want him and you just want to buy him for that price, you can do it. But if you're trying to make profit off of him, one thing you could do is you could go to Dunktober and you could literally just go to buyout and just go to diamond buyout, and you could just sort through this. Now, Daryl Dockett's a card that I think is super underrated. He's going for 90k now. He was going for literally 60 yesterday. So you could have bought in 3-4 of him and resold him today. Now, obviously, that's hindsight. You may not know that right away, but I know just for a fact that there's one thing in this game is that centers are very scarce right now in the mode. If you go to center buyouts, there's nobody good except Daryl Dawkins, and then you'll find the occasional cheap-ish Marcus Camby or Boogie Cousins. But the one thing you can basically take a bet on always is centers. When they first drop, Daryl Dawkins, when he first dropped, was going for 40 to 70k on Xbox. If you bought like 5 of him, it's obvious that he's going to go up in price because there's no centers. So that's one thing you can do. But my favorite filters right now, where I never lose MT, is badge sniping. Y'all might not even think to snipe cards that are not NBA players. Badges are the wave. So badges that are always hot are defensive badges. Cards need defensive badges. Set shot specialist, shifty shooter, all badges that are hot and in demand. So bronze, silver, and gold badges all sell for different amounts. Bronze shifty shooter sells for about, we'll say, 5k. I would just straight up, what I like to do is I like to just learn the prices of the badges that I know are in demand and literally just constantly refresh. I know I can always sell bronze and silver shifty shooter at the very least at 5k at certain times. Gold is about 3 to 4. It really depends the time. Some gold badges don't sell for a lot, some do. Basically, just learn the prices of badges. And then, like, if I see any, I'm just going to constantly scroll snipe and just refresh through all the badges that are in demand. So what I do is I'll go look at Shifty Shooter. If I see any golds that are about 2,500 and below, I'll buy every single one, and I'll sell them the next day for anywhere between 3,500 to 4,000. That's about 1,000 MT each time. You can get a lot of them. Silvers, Anything that is below below 4,000 MT on Shifty Shooter Bronze or Silver, I immediately buy, sell for 5K. It's at least 1,000 MT profit, but you'll be surprised. A lot of people just throw out badges for 1,000 MT. You can make 4 to 5K profit each time, and that adds up a bunch. So normally I go through from the start. You'll start here at all. I just scroll left. Versatile Visionary, I don't really care about. Unpluckable, I mean, if I see any Unpluckable that's cheap, like, I'll do it. But you also could literally go through every single badge. Like Versatile Visionary, it goes for, we'll say you can sell it for 700. If I see anyone that's about, we'll say 500 and below, I'll just buy it and flip it for 700. Silver, if I see, okay, so yeah, about the same thing. So Versatile Visionary, basically the goal with this is if it's bronze through silver, buy it if it's below 500, sell it for 700. Gold, if I see it for 2,000, I'll flip it for about 3. You know, you won't make a lot of profit, but you'll make some profit. But I just go through every badge. And the main badges you really, really want to capitalize on are Set Shot Specialist, all the way bronze through gold. Rebound Chaser is one that goes up and down a lot, so that's one I would definitely always try to look out for. And then defensive badges. Pick Dodger, make sure you look out for that one. But especially, look out for Paint Patroller, look out for On-Ball Menace, look out for Challenger, and look out for a movable. But On-Ball Menace, I believe, is the most expensive badge in this game. Like, literally, I sell the bronze one for at least 10K each time. 15K is the only one up right now. You can bid snipe badges too. So I'll bid this up to 7K. If I win it, I'll flip it back. If I don't, you know, then I'll get my MT back, you know. But I'll bid like 5,500 for now. I'm not gonna win this. Already not high enough, so you get it. People are trying to bid snipe, but look at On-Ball Menace, look at these defensive badges. They are really, really, really good badges to look out for with the most profit range you can do it. A lot of people don't snipe badges. Now, knowing I'm telling y'all, say this video blows up or whatever, oh, now everyone's gonna be like pretty much, you know, aware to look at badges. But still, the time of day matters, and especially when packs first drop, make sure y'all get on that. For the first 2 to 3 hours of packs being dropped, constantly when you're out of games, if you're playing like offline or something, or if you're playing showdown, after each game, quickly go in the auction house, search through all the badges, go into another game, come back out, look through all the badges, because people just list up badges for cheap as hell. So when packs first come out, that's the best time to try to capitalize off of sniping badges. Now, shoes, this isn't really a snipe filter, but you can. Make sure you sell your diamond shoes. People have thousands and thousands and thousands of MT in their collection just by shoes. Look up diamond shoes. Now, like foam posits, you know, I'm not gonna put those on my player. These foam posits, they're whatever. Shoes that look really good, like basically Jordans or like Air Forces, they always sell. But like some shoes won't sell. But the worst thing you can do is just have a card not sell and just retry to sell it. You know. So like I'll go through all these shoes. Like I think definitely, I'll go to Jordan brand. Like, let's go for these 5s, right? 5s are a really nice shoe to look at. Only 2,000 MT. Those probably won't get bought now. But like, these are better looking. 7,000. I bet you I'm gonna list this up for 4,500, and I can probably get more than 4,500 out of it. But I guarantee you it will sell. And if it doesn't sell, I'll reflip it because people do buy these shoes. I'm not one person. I like to, you know, I like to value my MT. I like to be kind of like cheap and kind of like a little cheapskate. You know that show. I think it's something cheapskates or whatever, where they literally like use one roll of toilet paper like multiple times or something. It's like one of those TLC shows, like My Strange Addictions, you know, those types of shows. There's a cheapskate show where literally they will get the most value out of everything they can get, or they will reuse things until they literally can't. I'm not that bad in this game mode, but I really don't like buying cards, and I make sure I get the value out of everything. So I'm not going to go out here and look for nice shoes to put on my players if they do the same thing. I'm going to put on whatever, you know, the free shoes, because you get free shoes from rep boosts and all that. So I have like 25, I think, of Shay's shoes. So I'm going to put that on all my players. I'm not going to put the shoes I can sell in the auction house on my players because, well, I just want to get my MT profit out of them. I do get wanting to have, you know, your favorite pair, like you have a Braun, you know, you want to put bronze on Braun rather than putting damn, like, you know, I don't know, up tempos on Braun. You know, I get that. But make sure you go through all your shoes, try to sell them. Takeovers, some takeovers sell for a lot. All the ones that have the airplane on it, which is where you can shoot from basically wherever you want once you have takeover, all of these sell for a lot of MT. You can snipe these too. Literally, I would just scroll snipe through all these takeovers. This sells for about, what, 4K each. I can buy this takeover for 2,300, and I can guarantee you It already got bought. I guarantee you I could have sold that for 3K at the very least. So people are doing this as well, but you can literally just snipe takeovers. Anything you can get little bits of MT profit on, you can. But if you want to be really stingy or really, really like on like point with your MT, in the auction house, it takes a 10% tax out of everything you sell. So if I buy something for 600 MT, say an NBA player for 600 MT, and I sell him for 700 MT, it's going to take 10% out of what he sold for, so it's going to take 70 MT away, so I'll make 630 MT back. That's 100 MT sell profit, but I only make 30 MT out of that, but that's still making MT. So if you really want to be like to the point where you take profit out of everything, you can literally buy something that goes for 2,500, you can buy it for 2,100, sell it for 2,500, you'll make about 100 MT on that, but that's still a sell that will sell, and you can make profit. So even that is just ways to make profit, but it's just a lot of time spent in the auction house. It does take a lot of time to get MT in the auction house, but there's always MT to be made. You literally just have to have the patience, and it's better than playing domination to some people because you can make a lot more MT. Another thing I really like to do, recently they just released these wild gems exchanges. So for Zion, you need an Ami wild gem, you need 2 rubies, sapphires, emeralds, golds. What I've been making the most MT off of the past day or two, go to wild gems, go to gold. Let's look what the cheapest gold goes for right now in the auction house. Gold wild gem, because this makes so much MT, y'all. The cheapest gold wild gem right now, relatively, they go around 2,000 MT. I can sell a gold, okay, well, maybe they're a little cheaper right now actually. 1,900 MT, 1,650, we're looking, okay, we'll say about, I can definitely sell for 1,700 MT, I can definitely sell a wild gem gold every single time. So what I will do, any wild gem I see for, we'll say 1,400 or below, I will literally buy and flip for 1,700, and they pop up so much because people just sell their golds, they don't want them. Some people sell their golds for 700 MT because they just don't want them. So I'll go like this, I'll constantly refresh until it works. But one thing I do like to do instead, now I don't know if it works now, but it does work, the cheapest cards in the auction house in general right now are, they're less than 1,600, like, or they're more than 1,600. So I, instead of just doing gold wild gems, I do all the cards. So any card I buy for 1,500 MT, I can sell for at least 1,700. So I literally do this for about 30 minutes, and I make at least 10 to 30k MT minimum. What you do, 1,500 MT minimum buyout, I'll just sit here and refresh. Because emerald wild gems pop up, they sell for around 3 to 4,000 MT each time. I sell them for about 3,500 right here. Now this, the only thing I don't buy is WNBA players. I do not buy WNBA players for one reason. The reason I'll buy any NBA player that pops up for really cheap or 1,500 or below is because they actually sell for a lot. Because people are trying to lock in these collections for when it either becomes Serge Ibaka, Danny Granger, or they're trying to lock in all of them for Dikembe Mutombo. Or people are just trying to lock in certain teams. Like the Pelicans is a really, really good lock-in. It's probably the best one because you get PJ Brown. He's a really good Ami. People are trying to buy these cards, and they're rare sometimes. So, like, you know, some of these cards sell for upwards of 10k MT just because they're rare, and people are just going to buy it if they see it in the auction house, because there's only one in the auction house. People will buy it to lock in the set because they're trying to lock in these sets. I've seen people buy Sapphire Zion for 10 to 15k because he's rare. In the first, like, 2 weeks of the game, people were buying, like, Ruby Cat for over 100k MT because he's not on the auction house. Like, right now, he's not on the auction house. People aren't spending that MT for Nate Robinson. They're spending it for Danny Granger to get Mutombo. So, like, even these cards are kind of rare for some reason. You can buy, like, any of these cards that pop up, just buy them and you can sell them for more. Now, Emeralds and Sapphire Series 1 players, some of them aren't rare at all, like, you know, OG. So, you know, even if you buy them for 1,500, it won't be a crazy profit. But I wouldn't buy WNBA players. Do not buy WNBA players that are popping up. At any other NBA player that pops up for 1,500 or less, just buy. So, like, wild gems, though, Sapphire to Emerald to even gold wild gems, if they pop up for 1,500 or less, you can make so much profit. Because Emerald wild gems right now, I mean, if they're still going for what they were going for yesterday, around 3,500 a piece. Yep, what, 4,000 a piece? So if I see anyone that's, we'll say, 3,000 or less, I will buy. You know, you could just scroll, you could just go on Emerald wild gems for a bit. If you see any pop up, you buy them. If not, whatever. Sapphire wild gems sell for like 7,000 a piece. Do they still sell for about 7,000 a piece? I think they do. So you can literally go to Sapphire wild gems and just constantly refresh. Now, I know this is a lot of just talking and like showing y'all, not actually doing right now, That's because I'm not gonna sit here on a filter for 50 minutes or whatever and get a bunch of them and then show y'all, because I'm trying to get this video out for y'all, because I am really busy tonight, and I also work tomorrow, so I only have about a 2-hour window to record for y'all and also stream. But rubies, the same thing. It's basically the same thing. They go for what, 15k. So if I see any rubies that sell for, let's say 12,000 or less, I will buy them. I'll flip them for 15k, and there's that. But one filter I really like to do, and it makes a lot of profit, but it's not guaranteed for cards to pop up, is Ami Wild Gems. The cheapest Ami Wild Gems are going for you need one of them for Zion. They were going for about 40k MT yesterday. Now they've gone up probably about 45k, maybe 42k. So you could literally just constantly refresh Ami Wild Gems and try to sell them, or you could go to Ami Wild Gems and try to bid snipe them. That's another really good thing you could do. If you do this really late at night, that's the best time to snipe, because people are not on and people just list scrap on, and less people are on and less people are looking to bid snipe. So bid sniping is the best thing to do between like the AM hours. So most of y'all probably won't be able to get on whether you work or not. But even if you're working, like say at 7 in the morning, and say you want to get up at 6, shower, and leave your house by 6:30, 6:40, whether how close you are to your work, you could wake up 10 minutes earlier, quickly load up on the auction house, just check the auction house, bid snipe, even bid on some cards, come back from work. If you win them, you win them. If not, you not. Stuff like that really adds up. But that's just a lot of good stuff to do. Badge sniping is really hot right now for me recently, though. That's been the best method for me to make my MT. I was at 600k MT 2 days ago. I'm at 830 now. But also the wild gem sniping the past 2 days have really got me a lot of MT as well. The badge sniping is a lot of little amounts that just add up. The wild gems filter, or really this filter I do for a bit, is just the cheapest NBA player filter. I do this one for a lot, and then I'll switch to like sapphires, emerald, wild gems. I also will switch between the badges over time, so I will go to badges, I'll go to go through left, so shifty shooter, I'll look at it bronze. We already know the price is about 4 to 5k. If I see one for 3 or less, I'll buy it. Silver, same thing. If I don't see one up, I won't buy it. Gold, same thing. I literally just scroll through all these badges, check if there's any up. If not, I'll go back to sniping regular cards, and then I'll go back to it, because there's times where I'm like burnt out of playing the game for a bit and I just want to chill and do something. I mean, I'll buy this for 1350 because I need set shot specialist on my cards, so I'm gonna buy that anyways because I need set shot for cards. But as well as it's really cheap right now. This is a badge that goes up a lot of the time, like 750. I know I can sell this for 1500 later because this badge does go up and down over time, and it's a badge people want. Now gold set shot is the most expensive set shot badge. 3000 is the cheapest I've seen. 2700. We'll say I can guarantee I can sell this badge for 2500 MT, and I don't see one up cheaper than that, so I'm not going to buy it. But like literally, this is just what I do. When I get burnt out of playing the game and I just want to chill, I just go in the auction house to make MT, because the best thing to do when you're bored and don't know what to do and you're still trying to play the game, look, badge snipe. Just badge snipe, badge snipe, badge snipe. Or just snipe anything in the auction house. It really does add up, and you don't have to spend money. I am not full no money spent, because I do spend money to make videos for y'all, but I used to never spend money on this game. Never. I never liked it. You don't have to. You don't have to spend money on this game. The only reason I spend money now is for y'all, for videos, whether it's half boxes, whether it's some pack openings here and there, or whether it was me spending leftover money I had from builds in my career, and I was just like, I'll spend it. I have 70k VC right now. That is because I did spend 100 to get my build up, which I did make a really crazy 99 block build to kind of revert the meta, because the meta is fading everything, especially in my career. If you have a high block and all that, you get contests a lot easier. So I literally just basically I made that build so the meta of fading actually won't work on me every single time. But basically just do what I told y'all. Make sure y'all get the value out of all the cards in your collection, whether it's injury cards, takeovers, shoes, jerseys. Another thing I forgot to tell y'all is jersey sniping. That's just kind of something that isn't really guaranteed, but you could always just check it. Like these old blue Nets jerseys, I had these, sold them for 4500 MT. Basically any jerseys that I know people actually like and want, or like good jerseys, I'll look at the auction house and see if I can sell them. I sold these jerseys for 5000 MT. These Hornets jerseys people love. 2500 MT. If I saw them for anything below 1000 MT, I know I can make profit. So any like good jerseys in your opinion on the auction house, if you see them for any, my thing is, if I see them for anything around 1500 and less that I know are really good, I will buy them, and I will try to flip them for at least 2500 each time, just because I know I'll make a little bit of profit. But I don't want to buy a jersey for 2500 and hope it'll sell for 4000, because you never know. But that's just a way I make MT, and I'm safe with it. Like I was saying, if you're ever bored and you just don't feel like playing the game, or you're eating, or you feel like watching a movie or listening to music and you just want to chill for a little bit, just scroll through the auction house, search through all these filters, scroll through the badges, look through your collections, take the profits out of your collection, and I guarantee you almost everyone watching this video, if you've been playing this game for about 2 to 3 weeks, about an hour to 3 hours a day on my team, I bet you have at least 150,000 MT in your collection, whether it's with shoes, players, jerseys, takeovers, even quick selling injury cards that you don't need. I bet you have at least 150k in your collection, which then you could work with to snipe bigger things like Amy Wild Gems, Ruby Wild Gems, even diamond cards like Jason Richardson's. You can buy him when he's cheaper and sell him back a couple days later when he goes back up in price, or diamond centers, which I think is the safest thing you can do for higher tier cards, is sniping diamond centers. I bought a couple Marks Cambies for 130 to 150k, sold them back on bid. Most of them sold for 170. One of mine did sell for 140, so I lost about a couple thousand MT with that one, but most of them you'll make profit on as well. So diamond centers are definitely the best like cards to kind of try to bid snipe and get the most profit out of them most of the time. But yeah, just if you enjoyed the video, let me know by leaving a like, subscribing. It's free and it helps out. But I'm gonna make sure I'm bringing out videos for y'all at least every day. I'm sorry I missed yesterday. I was busy and I didn't want to just throw out a video that had no substance to it. I wanted to make a sniping video because I've been sniping a lot recently. I stopped sniping within a couple weeks and I was like, oh, I need to make some MT because I was kind of cheaper on MT. I wanted to get at least back up to 800k, so I was like, let me snipe for a little bit on these wild gems, see what it's about. Well, I haven't sniped badges in a couple of weeks, so I was like, oh, let me get back to sniping badges. My MT went back up and it's only been a couple of days, and I've only been sniping probably for 20 to 30 minutes every like relatively day. So you can make a lot more MT if you just sit here and really dedicate your time to sniping and going through all these filters. Yes, it'll be repetitive, but you could literally just watch basketball when it's the season's about to start, preseason basketball's on, watch movies, watch shows, listen to music, talk to your boys while you're listening to music, whatever. While you're bored, just do it. It really does add up, and I really hope that y'all do actually get profit and really do take things out of this video and help y'all out, because I know how draining it can be playing this game mode, seeing all these crazy teams and being like, what am I supposed to do when I have no MT to work with? I also am somebody that loves to run with cheaper and budget cards. My MyTEAM labbing series, I literally try out budget cards, I make gameplays on budget cards, and the whole series is basically me playing on my main account, but also trying out cards for y'all, not only to know if they're good, but also for me. I like using budget cards. I just always liked using budget cards. So I like to use budget cards rather than spending 500k MT on this pink diamond center. I'll rather go out with Amy, DeAndre, and who is my starting center, because I just like taking the value out of cards that are a lot cheaper and then playing up to the levels of the cards that are way higher in price. So if there's anything y'all could get out of this video, let me know in the comments what y'all got out of it. If y'all have been sniping from these filters and it worked for y'all, let me know in the comments. And yeah, I love y'all. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Deuces.